Today we're making an amazing crostata that is typical from the south of Italy and from the middle of Italy, and it's called crostata alla ricotta e cioccolato. Wow! Wow! When I made it for the first time, I had zero expectations and I was shocked because it tasted incredible and I have to share it with you. Traditionally it's made with ricotta, but today we're gonna make it egg-free and dairy-free. And you will never guess the main ingredient of the filling, because made from an Italian person using that ingredient is just kind of weird, but trust me, it works perfectly. Today we're gonna do these three main things. So first of all, we're gonna create our base. We're gonna do it without any eggs, and I'm gonna teach you how to make it elastic and easy to roll. Second, we're gonna make the filling together with the secret ingredients, and trust me, you will never tell the difference from the original ricotta version. Third, I'm gonna show you the mistake that most people do and that can really ruin this cake, and I'm gonna show you the trick to make the filling perfect and creamy. The ingredients for the base are actually really easy, and if you see a lot of ingredients over here, like a big amount of flour, no worries about it because I'm making 2 cakes instead of 1, but I'm gonna leave you the measurement below for 1 cake. So we start by pouring all the dry ingredients in a bowl. Now you mix all the dry ingredients until it's well combined. And then you just add the wet ingredients, which are the sunflower oil and the plant-based milk. Plant-based milk. First you mix the dough with a fork. Then, when it looks like this, you can transfer the dough in a clean work surface. You can start to knead the dough with your hands for about 3 to 4 minutes. This looks perfect. To have the best base, also without using any eggs, we just have to wrap the dough and let it rest in the fridge. Why? Because it's gonna relax the gluten inside, it's gonna give the flour time to hydrate from the water of the plant-based milk, and it's gonna be much easier to roll. In the meantime, we're gonna prepare the filling, and the secret ingredient for this Italian cake is silken tofu. I don't recommend you to use the firm one because it's less neutral than silken tofu, and it just, in a way, it's just really weird to use silken tofu for an Italian recipe, but trust me, it works perfectly. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna blend the silken tofu with powdered sugar, salt, and vanilla extract. This is where people are making the worst mistake that ruins all the cake. So don't add the cornstarch to the filling as it is. Don't do that. Even if you sift it, don't. Just melt the cornstarch inside with a little bit of water, adding little by little, and then add the cornstarch melted with the water to the filling. If you add the cornstarch like this, you're not gonna have any lumps, and plus the texture will be even. Now it's time to add the chocolate chips to the filling, and you can also use normal dark chocolate and you just chop it and really thinly, but the consistency will be different and maybe it's gonna melt inside. But instead, the chocolate chips, they usually stay like this without melting. And I'm gonna add another lemon zest and another orange zest, but this is totally optional. I like it, so I'm gonna add it. It's perfect. Okay, I already tasted. Perfect. Now the filling is ready. We're gonna put it aside and we're gonna roll the dough. The dough should be really easy to roll. And how we're gonna do it to make it even easier. So we just have, I'm gonna divide it in two because I make 2 cakes, if you remember. And I'm gonna place the dough in the middle of 2 baking parchment paper, and I just roll it in between so it doesn't stick anywhere. As you see, you have to roll the dough wider than a baking pan. And also because we need more dough for the decoration on top. Now we're gonna grease and pour some flour on the baking pan and we transfer the dough over here. You see, to transfer the dough with the parchment paper is much easier. And now you just have to cut the extra dough around and we're gonna create our decoration. Now you just cut the stripes, and they don't have to be perfect. We're almost done. We're gonna pour the filling inside the baking pan, and then we're gonna place on top the stripes. Now all is left is to bake it. As you saw, I made 2 cakes. I didn't wait to let them cool down completely, so they're still, I would say, room temperature. They're already firm, but the next day they become more firm and the taste is even better. So I will say 10 times better. But I wanted to do the taste test with you. So let's see. Wow. 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 I didn't remember that it was that good because I made it like, I think last time 1 year ago. Wow, it's incredible. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to bringing it to my friends. Well, thanks everybody for sharing your time with me today, and see you next time. I'm gonna finish my cake. Ciao, ciao.